Recently, I did a reaction video / analysis for the new Bring Me the Horizon song called Kingslayer, and that song introduced me to the world of baby metal, and I had no idea that making that one video was going to bring an overwhelming response to make another analysis reaction video, but this time for baby metal. My name is Bobby Balo, and I'm the mixing and mastering engineer at Rayton Productions. So the track I'll be listening to and dissecting in this video is called Tales of the Destinies by BABYMETAL, and I cannot wait to check this out. So first thing, I don't even have to play this song, and I know that it is super, super loud. Everybody's pushing for quieter and quieter music now. So let's see where we're at. Just play. Oh, they're gonna slam into this, watch. I just know it. Oh. I'm digging those keys. So, before we even get into it, it's like -6. Again, super, super loud. People say the Loudness War is over. It's not. So if you're a mastering engineer and doing metal, you better make your song loud or it's not going to keep up. Just saying. You can leave me a bad comment if you'd like. I'd rather be your friend. All right, so let's talk about this beginning thing here. I love it when people do this, where they bring in like a swell and then they fake you out for like a beat or two, and then they bring everything in. And again, the reason here is you know it's coming. They put that stop in, and then it hits even harder than it would have been if it would have just swelled right into it, right? There's a lot more contrast here. There's silence, and then like a wall of guitars and drums that come in right away. Man, and listen to this. There's this synthesizer. We hear that there's like an organ, right? So we have two different synthesizers here. And it just helps to keep building the intensity, right? Man, this song is like perfectly played and edited. Especially like the tapping part. Man, and then we go into this like completely different feel here. This is crazy. It's like it goes from like this crazy thing to like a 6/8 feel. Right? Yeah, it's a 6/8. And you can hear on the ride, it's like the ride is accenting with that synthesizer. Let's see if we can hear that ride. Yeah, you can hear ding 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 ding. When the drummer's hitting the ride, it's going with the melody of the synthesizer, which is really cool. And it's important because it helps to reinforce that melody in the song without making it sound sloppy. Oh my gosh, this song is brutal. What just happened? I'm just trying to figure out what is going on. Hold on. So when you have that really brutal, guttural low that comes in there, and I hope, by the way, that is one of those 3 women that are in this band. I hope they can pull that off, because that would be awesome. But yeah, the tempo is decreasing, so it's slowing down. But man, that's such a hard transition. It can work if the band is super tight live, and I'm willing to bet that they can pull that off. It's chaotic, but at the same time, it's very well done, right? Everything is playing off of each other. So the vocal melodies are playing like off of the guitars, the drums are playing off of everything else. Because of that, it stays tight and coherent. Well done. And right here, we're starting to build up that intensity again, right? We're starting to get more texture with these new synths that are coming in. So that's giving us a little bit of foreshadow that something crazy is about to happen. It's about to get heavy or something. There's something that's climactic is on its way. Wow, it just got like super epic, like a rock ballad. So here's another thing. To make that transition work, because you have that super fast tapping thing, I love that they put like the guitar chugs and then the tom hits on the drums, because it allows them to kind of slow the tempo down and it kind of match it a little bit easier when you have this slower, really big epic part coming up. There's a synth that is really reinforcing the vocal melody. You can really hear it right here. There's two synths here. There's one that's like really epic orchestral sounding, like a choir-y kind of thing. And then there's one that's very like techno lead sounding. And that's the one that's following the vocal melody. Really cool how they stack those. It makes you as a listener like get excited and keep wanting to listen. The vocal rhythm and how they keep jumping back on the beat, off the beat, and playing off the instruments is absolutely incredible, especially like this part. That's a crazy transition right here. It's like... See, what I also like about this, not all the instruments are trying to show off the entire time, right? You have moments. You have like a bar or two where synth is like now in the front, and then immediately it goes away, and then now the guitars are in front doing stuff. Or the vocals will take a spot, and then the synth and the guitars will pull back. You can't have everything being in the forefront all the time, because there's no contrast. Like as a listener, we don't know what to listen to. Or the arrangement is designed so that something is always in the forefront and other things are moving back. Is crucial to making the song coherent and memorable. The melody is just screaming top 40s. It's almost like got like a punk beat, but what's amazing is that you're clashing like that genre with these beautiful pop vocals. Love that note. Right there. Then they slow it down again. Oh, this is amazing. The melody is reminiscent to me. Like I feel like I should know this song already. That's cool how they did that inversion there. Super epic. And then the bass is just losing its mind. It's just going nuts right here. Notice, so we have the bass doing all this stuff, right? The bass isn't just doing that underneath the melody or the vocal melody or any other parts, right? It's only when something is backing away, right? We have those lead vocals that are going, and then they are like transitioning out into a break. That's when the bass picks up, okay? The bass is now in the front. Everything else is back. The guitars are just holding out notes. It's nothing really like crazy. So again, that's showcasing their ability to arrange this in such a way that they're telling you what to listen to throughout the song. Crazy transition again. But again, that stop there is there to like let the song breathe a little bit. Harmony for the synth. See, right when that synth stops, guitar pops in and does the solo. The only time where I would say you have two instruments going crazy where it's okay is if the synth were to maybe harmonize with it, or if the bassist like does some things that mimic the solo. But in terms of just like regular song structure, you just need one thing in at a time. Oh, there you go. See? Point in case right there. The last little riff right here on that guitar solo, the synth jumped in and did a harmony of it. That is exactly what I was talking about. Yeah, right there. Yeah, it's gonna get brutal. I used to play guitar in a metal band, and we would love doing like whimsical things before it got really heavy. So in my mind, this is about to get insane. Oh, it's gonna. Those low guitars are setting the rhythm before it transitions to the rhythm, right? It's kind of like giving the audience a hint at what the breakdown is going to sound like so that they can prepare for it to go crazy when everything comes in. So this is a pretty common thing in metal. I wish I knew what they were saying. I don't know if it'd be really happy or really scary. But I love the the Rhodes sound. It gives it like a circusy kind of feel. Very whimsical, I guess is the word. So that is not a guitar. That is a keyboard doing this solo. So I hope BABYMETAL has like a guitarist in the band, because that would be really cool to see them play that live. I've never seen that before. Wow, it's really cool because the guitar is playing really fast and there's a synth right behind it. And it's following the melodies. That'll help to make that guitar player sound bigger than life, because of the synthesizer will usually is a stereo image to it. So it helps just to make that guitar solo sound that much more massive. Let's see if we can hear it. Yeah, hear the synth. The synth is literally doing the same thing that the guitar player is doing. So if we go back. They put in this little stop because there's so many moving parts. There's so many different feels to the song. It's almost like they need to hit the reset button to get into the next part, right? It's like, okay, like how do we get out of this crazy guitar solo? Let's just let the song breathe and then we'll get into it, you know? Again, you have that guitar and a synth. Again, that just makes it sound big, man. This is a huge, epic song. We got to make it sound big somehow, right? Let's put the synth and do the same thing with the guitar player. Tempo slowing down. Okay, so that's how we get back into the chorus. Typically, each chorus you have, you don't want it to ever be the same. You want to kind of add something to it. So I wouldn't be surprised if we start hearing additional harmonies. I think they added another 4 beats to this, though, this transition, by adding that swell. So that's something you can do also to make that second chorus a little bit different. Again, brilliant songwriting. This is where you go on mosh. Mosh, everybody. The vocal harmonies are so catchy. Like, I mean, it feels like I'm listening to a Disney song, and then you have this like super brutal instrumental behind it, which I love. I love it. What's surprising to me is I would have expected the vocalist to sing that last note really loud, but they kind of let the guitars take it for them. This is just letting the track just kind of breathe so that when you get to the next one, you're like, can prepare for it, right? This is also why certain tracks are in a certain order. Like the heaviest track should be followed by something that's a little bit slower or just have a little bit of space between it, just so that you can come down off of that crazy aggressive high that you had just been listening to. And then it lets you build back in so that the next song also sounds impactful. I actually hope that's the end of the album. That's a really nice way to end it. That's how I would do it. So I hope that this analysis kind of sheds some light onto some of the secrets that they're using in their songs to keep it really engaging the entire time through. And if you're a musician, be sure to take some of these tips back with you when you're writing your next song. If you made it this far, make sure to hit that thumbs up button and let everybody know that this video is pretty awesome. And then be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single video. I have new videos coming out every single week with tips and tricks to help you make your music sound better. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.